What's good, my people? It's about Mr. Lix, and we are finally back again for another reaction on this here Brbptv. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. I actually dropped a previous reaction video on the Mr. Lix reaction, guys, so you can definitely check that out. That link will be where? In the first comment in the comment box below right there, guys. It'll be pinned, the first comment, so definitely check that out if you want to check out more vibrations, reaction vibrations. You guys want to go check that out because it's pretty much international. Anyways, guys, let's get into the reaction for today on this here Brbptv vibes. And of course, we have this individual speaking about that of which a particular individual known as the Mr. Speaker, brothers and sisters. Now let's take a listen to what he has to say right there.
What do I want to talk about this afternoon, man? You know, Joseph Isaac. Man, my heart bleeds, man. My heart bleeds. You know why? Because me and this guy, we were like this. You know? I always talk about it. We went to sixth form together. You know, we used to hang out, used to spend time with me in Point Michelle. And every time I went down, you know, we would hang out. We'd, you know, meet at Fort Young, have a drink, you know, catch up, you know. Same thing, Edgar Hunter. We all went to school together. Kenneth Daru, you know. I never really hung out with Daru, but I always went out of my way to, you know, to meet Brother Isaac. I should not even be calling this guy brother because
he's a traitor, man. He's a traitor. It's not hard to see. He's a traitor.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted.
When you think that you know somebody's principle, it seems like somebody's principle can be altered. Maybe by some sort of money value that is presented to them. Maybe they see themselves, oh, I want to do things for me, brothers and sisters. When you see you start focusing on you instead of focusing on the community. And I understand some people might say, why should I focus on the community when the community is focusing on themselves? I understand. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to be a leader, you should not do what the masses are doing. You should be a leader in that regard. And of course, Joseph Isaac was seen as a leader. You could tell that he was an individual with a lot of promise and wanted to do things, but as a result, I guess, of society probably weighing him down, or the debts that he probably had and all these kind of things, he decided to sell out, brothers and sisters. The question I must ask, what is each and every one of us our price? That's an interesting one right there. This individual apparently know this. I think this individual is known as Dale Dangleben, Dr. Dale Dangleben, if I have it correct. But on the basis of what he's saying right there, he's very much disappointed with Joseph Isaac. An individual who most likely showed promise and was discussing a number of things with him. And to then see the man today speaking irrevocable madness. As if a man has the man had common sense before, seeing things happening, looking at objective reality. And all of a sudden, he just ignored it completely for the sake of being selfish. That is the only key here. For the sake of being selfish, for me, I don't have to worry about these people. I want me. It's me I am worried about.
With Joseph Isaac. I just heard earlier today his behavior in the house. And I said to myself, is this the same guy that used to sit on the opposite side? Is this the same guy who they made fun of? Us three made fun of about Kool-Aid?
And he joined the team. A man telling you about Kool-Aid Bakery and you join his team after he insult you and embarrass you. You join their team. You think, oh, I want to do well for the country. Let me do. You think that is why you do that? Joseph Isaac, really? You think everybody foolish, not true? Everybody knows you're a traitor. So even if you could try to go back to the other side, you spoil already. Because people know your limits now. Not to say people cannot change. Cannot come and say, hey guys, I made a terrible mistake. Kind of reminds you of Walter. Is Walter what Walter's saying is true? Yes, it is. But do the people recognize what he's saying is true as authentic? Because he did all his things. He mentioned, Walter stated, that he made all his money as a politician before he retired. So he made his money already. When he made his money, now he comes to speak. Don't get me wrong, what Walter's saying there has a lot of merit. But on the basis of what now you coming to speak? Like he said, it's better late than never, but does the impact of being late still remain if you were early? Matter of fact, does the impact of being early still remain when you are late? It doesn't. So, we get to talk now. A few people sided for us, yes, and that's it. How much is the price that we are willing to pay? It seems like one is trying to get money, the other one got money already, so he's speaking. So, anyways, I don't know. Let's continue.
In the bakery, is this the same guy that Madam Speaker used to shut up?
Yep, that's it. And he take a position today. The one that used to get most blows from the Madam Speaker outside of Lennox. Well, Lennox was good for himself. But the one that used to take most, and he used to be angry because what Madam Speaker used to do to them. And today, he's doing the same thing. Coming and spew foolishness in Parliament. Stupidness, he coming and spew. And then trying to do the same thing that the Madam Speaker was doing them when he was on the other side. It's interesting, eh? Scared must be laughing, boy. Taking, look what I do you. Where can he go from there now?
Is this the same guy that was arrested with the rest of the gang for potential coup? Came out of the jail screaming, "Skerrit must go."
Yes.
I said to myself,
is
that the same Joseph Isaac?
It's the same one. Something must have happened. Well, then again, I think it's a price. And I know that there are prices that have been handed or are being pushed by the government or certain individuals in the government who are pushing prices on people to see if they can get them. What's his name again? That partner. I seen his face. What's his name again? That light-skinned partner that wanted to become the leader of the opposition, but they didn't want to vote him in, so he get vexed and is like, is his own Mister. Anyways, let's continue.
It's not. Unless deep down he was always compromised.
I don't think so. I think at certain levels, individuals tend to look at their lives and realize, hey, maybe things not going the way that I wanted to. Or maybe you have some level of things, and that's why I say it's a good thing that this happened, because it gets to expose the individuals who are truly who they say they are, or who pretend to be who they say they are. So you get to weed out the wheat and the tares. Joseph Isaac, you fooled me, eh? You fooled me, but then look at you now. Making a fool out of yourself, not just for Dominica, but all the international community that listen to this stupidness you're saying in Parliament. And then you're doing the same thing that was being done to you, to the opposition. That's interesting, eh? Same very thing. Interesting.
And therein, I think, lies the problem. Did he do it out of greed?
Of course.
What was the motive?
Selfishness.
Right? Okay, so you got paid. Well, it's alleged, right, that he got paid.
You think he come and do it for free? You think he decided to jump ship? Hey, I don't can't get paid. Let me just jump ship. You think so? Okay.
But then you become the Speaker of the House, and you want to act in such a way. You're promoting dictatorship, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Exactly what this man is doing. When Sean Douglas spoke to him and asked him, so can you clarify this for me, the statement? He's then saying, I will have to make you sit down if you challenge in the chair. Interesting. Isn't the chair supposed to back up what the chair is saying, if what the chair is saying is legitimate or not? Upon the question that has been asked. And then seems like everybody has a price. I wonder, what is my price? I wonder, what is my price? $1 million? 10? $100 million, $1 billion, $1 billion. Guys, the thing with me is money is, to me, money, because I can do a number of things to just make a lot of money, brothers and sisters, because I understand how the system works and you can go through there. And the thing is, I don't do it, so money is not a motivational factor for me. It seems like money is a motivational factor for a lot of people. Question is, what is my price? Interesting. If a man can just sell out just like that, or do I even have a price? Because somebody can present $1 billion in front of me, guys, and I've seen $1 million before. They can present that in front of me, brothers and sisters, and maybe it's how I grew up and the associations that I have that allow me to see these things. And it's like, you know, like when you see a lot of girls are shaking their boom boom all over the place. You go every event, they're shaking their boom boom all over the place, and it's like, okay, great. Women shaking their boom boom. Great. You know, it's like, okay, yes. $1 million, okay, all right. What is my price? What is your price, brothers and sisters? What is your price? What would you sell it for?
You're telling people they cannot say passports are being sold? Man, you out of your mind. You out of your mind, Joseph Isaac.
I know some F word you wanted to say there. You out of your, you know, but let me, not saying that you say that, but it just seems that that would be the appropriate thing to say for Joseph Isaac.
Moso Pie. My brother. When we were teenagers, man, and we used to do calculus and physics and chemistry, and, you know, we had the whole world ahead of us. We were looking forward, you know, to the future.
But the thing is, as you saying that day, a thought came to mind. The thought is you left Dominica to find betterment for yourself. I don't think Joseph Isaac had that opportunity. If he did, he came back to Dominica to probably try to do something in Dominica and it didn't work out. And as a result of that, he wanted to get somewhere and couldn't get anywhere as a result of the pressure being put by the government. And as a result, he decided to join the other team. So you left and didn't have the kind of burden that Joseph maybe had. And as a result of pressure, sometimes, you know, pressure make pipe burst. So maybe that was his and his pipe burst. Burst a blow. Several places too. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you can say certain people will sell out much faster than the others. Interesting.
Of what we could contribute. Ask yourself, brother. Ask yourself, what are you contributing to Dominica?
Nothing.
Or are you in it for your own selfish
But of
greed?
course, it is himself he's looking for. Himself coming to make it seem as if he's there for the people. It is very clear, no doubt about it, that it is himself that he's looking for. How you come in and do the same thing that you were once protesting, doing it today, you do the same thing. And worse again, coming and speak stupidness on the stage. Like people don't know and cannot research for themselves. You go on Google like drone Ilya to tell your drone flying thousands of miles below sea level. Sunshine doesn't pass 2 miles, but drone Ilya knows thousands of miles below sea level. Drone passing, come in. Education minister. No, you come and tell people as if people cannot do research for themselves. And tell them Dominica doesn't sell passport. And all over have all kind of people. Even now today, there are people talking about selling, not even selling, but selling apartments so you can get a Dominica passport for free. That is how far Dominica has fallen. I don't care if you want the apartment is actually $100,000 and only selling for $200,000, and then the other piece you say you give in Dominica, but at the same time you can still bypass that and give it to people because you say Dominica passports are free. Buy the apartments and get the passport free. That is how Dominica come. And Joseph Isaac, you boy, Joseph Isaac, that is what you stand for, we. That you stand for, we. The other day you're saying scared must go. And you're on stage campaigning. It's interesting that is actually happening. Where the Mr. Speaker of the House or the chair of the parliament is on stage showing their affiliations, that is illegal. You on stage, coming on Labour stage to speak, and use the Speaker of the House, who is supposed to be and not partisan. You're not supposed to be on no sides. Even if you're on a side, you're supposed to stay quiet. You on stage in election, campaigning for a boy. Boy, what are you? Oh, you mad?
Like all the others. My disappointment goes beyond Joseph Isaac. Right? I talk about Irving McIntyre, who taught me chemistry. Kenneth Daru. And so many other people.
Irving McIntyre coming and say Dominica have the best hospital that can be compared to first world countries. And look, the other day we are showing that they have machines inside there. Not machine, a washing machine that leaking. The roof was leaking. That people even in Portsmouth Hospital, where a particular lady go inside there and she had to use an umbrella. You not outside, not inside. You be with an umbrella because the roof leaking, and they calling that hospital is smart hospital. Some of us foolish, or you think everybody foolish? Huh?
That I knew. I thought they were brothers of good conscience. Who would think of country first, who would think of the future generation. Because we had our time. When we were 15, 16, 17, studying
You were the future,
hard stuff, man. A-level stuff. Right? We were young. And it was our time to move forward and change the trajectory. Not just for us,
for the
but
future
for that
as well.
of the country. But that's not what Roosevelt Scarrett did.
Scared do for himself. And as a result of doing for himself, he brought people in. Hey, you can make this. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Make this. He bring you in. When he bring you in, no, you cannot go back. Because if you go back, they will sell you out. It's just so it happening. Just so they rope you in, dangle the sparkling dust in front of you for you to say, oh wow, that's looking so nice. Okay, maybe I'll just take a little piece. Oh, that sparkling dust, sparkling. Well, man, what is that apple cider vinegar? No, apple cider vinegar. What is it, dinner? That is the apple, man. That's sweet apple dipped in chocolate, man. Okay, I want the whole tree. And he promised you is like Satan going to Eve. And so you become wise, man. Say, oh, you'll become a millionaire, man. Come. And you have to be forever loyal to them, minus your freedom, even though you know what is happening. What price do we have to pay to let our own freedoms go? As the Dominican people watching themselves, their freedom is slowly passing. Scared coming on stage and say we are aligned with the one world order. When all man back in the day was afraid when he had world war, we not in that. The Prime Minister of Dominica come in and say they are aligned with one world order. And people clap that way. Seeing something wrong with human beings, boy. Alright then.
And the guys I thought that had brains to be analytical.
But they thinking of the money. It's the money they're thinking of. They say Dominica don't go nowhere, mes amis. The very man that keeping Dominica down, killing the economy. Or you come in and say, oh, let me join him to help further kill the economy. And then you have to be loyal to that man. Because if not, you know, your dirty laundry might air out, or you know, it'll take away the resources that you get in. And then you will never work again. It's not so never work. Not so okay.
Just folded for a few dollars more and sold your soul and sold your conscience. Shame on you, brother Isaac. I still call you brother. Because sometimes you hope, you know.
As he's saying that there, I remember seeing a photo. I was trying to get it, but I couldn't get it, brothers and sisters. A photo of Joseph Isaac holding up a sign. Let me see if I can get it, guys. Let me see if I can get it. Guys, I tried to find it, but I didn't find it. Anyways, let me continue right there. Let's continue on that. It seems like what I was looking for, it seems like he was holding up some sort of letter in his hand and a picture, and he was saying something about rescuing the country or something like that. I saw the photo. I don't know if this is an old photo or something, but that photo came to mind when he said this. Anyways, let's continue.
That there will be an awakening some way, somehow. But the passports are being sold. You unintelligent man, you an engineer, you know what a sale is, right? You know that the person obtaining the passport is exchanging money
for it.
for that passport. That is
Coming
a sale.
Boy.
So for you to come into the house, Joseph Isaac, and tell Dominicans they cannot use that term, that it's illegal, brother, I think you've just compromised yourself.
Yeah, you compromise scary too. Because if you say this is illegal and that is what they're doing, how come the police don't arrest Scary them? I think they just arrest one of the prime ministers somewhere. What? Somebody, a president or something. They arrest. That's all.
I think you've compromised yourself and your morals and ethics.
He compromised that long time. He compromised that long time. When he joined with Skerrit. Talking about Skerrit must go. And you join with Skerrit. How are you going to make Skerrit go when you join with him? To then bring pressure on the very people that you tried to free once. Tried to free. From the grips of Skerrit. You join. And you think you do it for free? You think we're foolish that you do it for free? I just love the party, man. I just love the party. Things we have never seen before, brothers and sisters, was happening on the stage. And the people are allowing it to happen. So I guess, if the people do unite together, that's what happens.
Washed up. Sad.
Very sad.
Never thought you would turn out to be this way. Shame on you.
Shame on Joseph Isaac. Shame. Big shame on you, sir. As a man who once appeared to have principle. They say people never change. People never truly change. It's interesting. Just like when women say, oh, my husband is faithful to me and whatnot. And the notion is men are as faithful as their options. You truly know when a man is truly faithful, when he has many options and chooses to stay with you. That is when you know a man is truly faithful to you. Not when a man just get you and is you alone he get and all the other women don't want him. But you want him and think, oh, that's the faithful man. That's not how it works, brothers and sisters. When you are presented, and trust me, I'm looking at that and thinking to myself, I've been presented with a number of things, brothers and sisters. As an influencer in itself, you'll be presented with a number of things that I would never compromise. Oh, if all you knew. If all you knew. The kind of things I've been offered already, brothers and sisters. I wouldn't compromise. I think that is one of the reasons why a number of the individuals that know me, they stick close to me and try to get my views on a number of things because they know I'm not flip-floppy. Joseph Isaac, I do not want to be like you at all. You could be a multi-billionaire with the CBI billions. Maybe you get $1 billion for doing this. Maybe your price was $1 billion and Skerrit gave you $1 billion. Who knows? I still do not want to be like you. To compromise your principle as a man. There is no greater flaw. To compromise your principle as a man. Shame on you, Joseph Isaac. Big shame. And even worse again, when you come in and spew foolishness on stage in front of people. You could say that with your family members, but you come in, who review? Nobody probably review what you was about to say, Joseph. Because you can't tell me you come in on the local, international on YouTube, international stage, man, to come and spew the garbage like what Skerrit spew in Trinidad the other day. Alas. Well, unless the people do something about it, they themselves probably have a price. Some people price is $300. Some people price is $300. I would understand if you say, okay, Skerrit come to give me $300, take the $300. But you're going to vote for the very man that keeping your press for you to constantly beg for $300 every 5 years? $300 to $500 every 5 years? That Joseph Isaac better than some of all you, it's him. Because even though some of all you know that Joseph Isaac was wrong there, and you fail to look at yourself, you compromise for even way less than what Joseph Isaac most likely compromised for. But, human beings are human beings at the end of the day. And greed. The Bible is a powerful book, And the Bible says, Money answereth all things. That is powerful indeed. That's money. But the love of money is the root of not some evil, brothers and sisters. All evil. So you can imagine what people will do if they love money. They will even take life for it, the root of all evil, even compromising and making your brothers and sisters fall short. Remember slavery in the days, brothers and sisters? When man used to trade their own brothers and sisters, when they talk brothers and sisters, their own people that look like them, to the white man, for cloth and tobacco and steel. Brothers and sisters, in Africa, when mankind have gold and silver and all kind of precious metals, they would then sell their brothers and sisters for cloth. Joseph Isaac Price selling not Dominic and then coming and talk stupidness on the stage. Anyways, we are very much ashamed of Joseph Isaac, but of course, he will do what can he do now? He compromised already. He might as well just continue. Or do like Walters, stop your dirty ways and face the consequences of your dirty ways. No, so. It's either or, because you can never come back to how you was before. Never. It's like Judas. Judas knew that he couldn't come back in the way he was. He knew this. So what did he do? He went to take his life. Working with the very creator himself. Judas decided to betray the creator that took on flesh. It's interesting when you look at human beings. Brothers and sisters, not just Nona. That is happening through the history of time. Human beings tend to have a price. But I also understand why they have a price, because if you look at how natural selection works, human beings have learned how to prevent natural selection from taking away the people that natural selection would normally take away. So the longevity, and then these people take on positions in life and make decisions, chaotic decisions, and we wonder what's going on. People don't seem to understand. Well, maybe I'm going too deep. So let me leave that there, brothers and sisters. Let me know your thoughts. If you understand what I'm saying, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. I will see you guys in the next reaction video. Don't forget to check out previous reaction I did today. It's a bit late. I'm dropping this video, I know, guys, but I had to drop it. I had to drop it, man. And with all that said right there, be real, be positive. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys, to subscribe and turn on that post notification so you'll be notified when I drop my videos and reactions right there and then. Boom, bang.